Hello everyone, we're going to carry on with the kind of rating climb. So I'm looking at 3 games completely fresh from played by my friends on chess.com in each rating, 100 point rating band. We've done the 100 to 200 range where we found a severe lack of appreciation for basic opening principles, getting your pieces out, getting the king castled, for example, and just not seeing what's on the board, not seeing hanging pieces. In the 200 to 300, it got a bit better, and we started to see people thinking about tactics, but still also missing your own hanging pieces as well. So now we're in the 300 to 400 rating range. I've got 3 games. They all happen to be with the black pieces. I don't know what's going to happen, so let's dive in. Okay. The first one is Whale Sex Odyssey. Fantastic name. Okay. With the black pieces, rated 334, and they start with that garbage. Oh, double garbage. Okay. So, I mean, from the off, I would probably want to occupy the centre here. And, I mean, what's interesting is, I mean, you're not going to be thinking this way at 300, I get it, but right, from the very first move, your opponent's played that move, which means they're almost certain to want to put their bishop there. Okay, and that means it's going to be nice to build a light squared wall here. So I think d4 here would be, sorry, d5 would be, a reasonable move. The computer likes knight f6 and e5. e6, the problem with e6 is we're already blocking in this bishop. And to my thinking, and I realise this is more advanced, if you think, well, my bishop can always come out this way, I might fianchetto, well, you do this, and you can't even move b6 because you lose your rook. And you can't put your bishop there because you lose your bishop and your rook. You know what I mean? So anyway, so we have the double fianchetto from white. Grab the centre. Okay. Now this bishop could come out a long way round, but that is going to take 2 turns because it's a dog leg. It could still come here with the idea of, these pawns may be moving at some point in the future, but right now I prefer black. This is wonky. That's a goofy move there. This is Danya calls this the super fianchetto, putting your bishop on the edge. It's not the worst idea in the world because it is hitting the back rank still. The normal fianchetto aims at the rook square. Yeah, but it's, even so, either square, you're looking straight into this light squared pawn wall. Okay, c5, I like that. And now, because, I mean, this S-shaped structure is generally very favourable. Now I would be looking to develop my pieces after this move. Please, Mr. Black. Okay. Oh, see, so he's double super fianchettoed. Right, I get it. Okay, so he's attacking this pawn, it is defended. You could push b6, I wouldn't push b6 at this point. I would develop, excellent. Okay, now d4. Well, here, the thing is, the issue is, look, okay, rewind. 2 attackers, 1 defender. By all means, prepare it with c3, maybe first, and then d4, so that if takes, you can recapture. But it's 2 attackers and 1 defender. Now, maybe he's thinking, oh, if he takes with the pawn, I can grab his bishop and he loses castling rights, but he can also take with the knight, which I think is probably the best move. The engine says CD is the best move. Oh, no, this is not. I mean, takes, it's maybe okay, but I should just taken the pawn. It's free stuff. Take the free stuff. I'm looking forward to the time. Oh, this is okay. Now actually we've got a battery against f2, and this would win a pawn, come with check, and he loses castling rights. He's not called Andy, he's called Monarch 027. He's from India, so most likely Andy is not his name. Okay, we trade skis. I like black. The engine likes black, -1. Look at this. This is what I like to see. Look, nice, sensible pawn structure. Good stuff. This is a bit Swiss cheesy, to be honest. But it ain't the end of the world, At least we haven't got, like, isolated pawns and pawns everywhere. This is an improvement. Don't get it. Okay, now please develop your knight and castle. No, he throws in a check. Why? Is it going to force your opponent to move? Or are they going to push c3? c3 attacks the queen, and this does not hang because the queen defends. Or knight blocks here, for example. There you go. So that's well spotted, actually. If he spotted that the queen defends this, so this queen defends this, then that's good. Now you have to move. So what was the point of queen b4 check? Seriously. Okay. Knight d2. Fair enough. You know, you don't want to put the knight here. This knight needs to come out, right? But you know, this bishop really does want to be plugging this hole, right? They're shaped like plugs for a reason. Okay, so now please develop the knight. Thank you very much. Well done. This is good. This is good play. I'm not far less unhappy, put it that way, with this. Okay, so he's swung the knight round, but the problem is that knight belongs on that square, right? And now your king can't castle. Where's the knight going to go? It can't go there, there, there. It's got no squares at all. That was silly. Interestingly, the computer is saying, oh yeah, so knight e4 attacking this undefended pawn. Yeah, that's good. Okay, we castle. That's fine. Right, he's moved his knight again, so we can just trade off here. Trade, I guess pawn takes. I probably wouldn't trade here. That's getting a bit more advanced. Again, knight e4 looks fine. We're attacking an undefended pawn. If black takes here, I think that's inaccurate, right? Because we're inviting him to plonk a pawn in the centre that's currently a wing pawn. I don't think queen takes, but I think pawn takes is okay. And his queen defends this. So if black takes here, that would be a sub 1000 move, right? Holding fire would be preferable. You could even move the knight out of the way, actually. That's not a bad idea. It's not on a protected square, but it is in the centre. And it's also saying to white, well, why did you put your knight there? But I mean, this is an improving move for white. I get it. It's -3 now for black, and he takes. There you go. And the eval bar is now coming down a bit in white's favour. Pawn takes. There we go. Right, and now again he's got his two central pawns back. This bishop's doing nothing. That's the first thing that draws my eye. It might want to make its way to this square where it's acting as a tall pawn, but it's not very happy at all. In fact, I would be thinking more like get the queen out of the way, push b6, and then bishop here, targeting that diagonal. You're looking for long strings of light squares, right? And that ain't one of them. Because yeah, we're on this diagonal, but who cares? That's not significant. This is significant. So that would be my plan here for black. Okay, black centralizes the knight. That's okay. That move I don't understand. I mean, was he worried about a check here? And think I best move out the way before he checks me. Well, if he checks you, then move out the way. That move I don't understand. Okay, you can stop moving the knight now. It's alright, you can stop moving the knight. Whoa, boy, whoa. Right? Queen, something like. But I definitely prefer black. Yeah, and the queen just goes, what are you doing? Get out of here. Oh, hangs the pawn. Okay, fair enough. I'm slightly nervous about the fact that we've not completed development on move 15 as black. White's position is ghastly, has to be said, and we're a pawn up. Here, I think I would have just recentered the knight with tempo on the queen. Grabbing the pawn. Okay, double attack on the knight. This is not great. You want your rooks connected by this point. I think just swing the knight out of the way again. At least the bishop's double defended, so that's not an issue. Okay, grabs another pawn. Yes, so he's just undefended another pawn, of course. And now with plus 2 pawns, you trade down. Don't think about it, just trade queens. Good. He moves it. What's wrong with completing development? Excuse me, get your bishop off the back bloody rank and connect those rooks. Right, it's never too late to complete development, by the way. Now white shores up his centre. This knight has a lovely outpost here, by the way, and it blunts that rook completely. So if you're really in the mood for moving your knight, there he goes, yet again. Okay. Good, thank you. Now we've completed development on move 20. It's possible in 9 moves. That's the quickest you can do it, because you have to move 2 pawns, 2 bishops, 2 knights, a queen and castle. Is that 8 moves? Might be 8 moves. Okay. Right. Again, you can see this same problem. White just still hasn't developed his stuff. Okay. Okay. So now all we have to do is just walk these pawns up the board. We've got a 2 on 0. This is your advantage, right? You've got 2 connected passed pawns. That means they're on adjacent files. So you can put 1 here, then 1 there, right? Stick your rooks behind them and just shuffle these buggers up there, right? This knight is defending some key squares. The bishop is defending a key square there as well. That is your job. Just push those pawns. Let's go. Brilliant. Defended twice. Pointless move. Brilliant. Defended by the bishop's not even under attack. Okay. That's perfect. This is great. Keep going with the pawns. Just keep going. Brilliant. It's -6 now to black. Okay, now what we do, what piece isn't doing anything? This guy here. Move this rook to b8. Perfect. Right, this is like a no-lose situation now. Oh! He just hung his rook. Should we capture the... Let's capture the rook. Okay, let's attack it with a pawn instead. Right? What have I said? Right? Look at the board. Like this. What's under attack? I mean, the game's over. Alright. Push the pawn. Push it. If knight takes, we take the knight. Yeah. Brilliant. Oh, we're winning. It's all over. Bishop defends rook. Rook goes onto the back rank, pinning the bishop on the king, so now the bishop can't move. And this move looks nice. Look at this. It's a skewer, so we've got a more important piece in the front and a minor piece on the back, but that piece is double. Well, it's going to be double attack, but he can defend with that. But then knight here attacks both the bishop and the rook, and it's curtains. Tell the fat lady she's on in 5. Brilliant! Wicked! Whale Sex Odyssey. This is not 330 level play. This is 700 level play. Okay, now the move I found is knight b2. You could just swap skis. You're +4 materials, bruv. Okay, so what are we? We're up a pawn and an entire piece. So swap skis is fine. You could swap bishop, knight, rook takes, trade, king takes, rook here, threatening to go in there with the king there and the rook there. That's also a skewer with a more important piece in the front. This is great stuff. Take the pawn. Take the free stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, place your bets. Does black see that there's more free stuff? No! He pushes the pawn, which is okay. Push it again. Yes, now the rook has to stick itself on b1. Okay, and now what we do is we chills. Right? This rook's going nowhere. The minute that rook moves, we get a queen, and he has to trade the rook for the queen and lose. So now what we do is kingy comes up the board. Right? We might need to... Oh no, the pawn is defended by the knights. Actually, another idea is just this. move your rook round, attacking this rook. If he takes you, you get a queen. If he doesn't take you, you take him. Okay? Okay. Yeah, I mean that I didn't even see that as a tactic, but yeah, attack the rook. Take the rook. Brilliant. Okay, now move the knight back to here with check. The pawn is defended. That was fantastic. I'm going to put up the game review on that one because I reckon, even with a relatively low starting point, I mean, we've got to be talking accuracy getting on for 70 odd. Let's have a look. I'll take a sip of hot water. 81 and 1050. Well, I mean, that's good play. That is good play, and I guess the elo of over 1,000. But like, whoa. Okay, yeah. Sorry, we were black in this game. Well, Whale Sex Odyssey. But White had a reasonable game at 700. I feel my faith is being restored. Let's see if we can continue. Right, Matt Prince, 19. You're up, Brait. Brait, mate, bruv, whatever. E4, E5, good. The centre game. Have we got a Danish player? Ooh, no, F6 isn't clever. F6 isn't a good move. I can see the idea. The idea is that you take with your central pawn, and I take with a wing pawn, but then this comes. Right? Let me show you. So there, and that's just horrible. You've got two legal moves. This, which falls to this, forking the king and the rook. Ouch. Right? And the other move, the only other legal move is this, which again, queen takes e5. And like, look, it's just horrible. Anyway, so I'm just going to refresh that so we get the proper colours back. So not a good move. Right? Don't move the f pawn, says Ben Feingold. Move the f pawn, says me. But you do it the right way. In the centre game, you really do just take the first pawn, right? And then if they play the Danish gambit with c3, excellent opening, played it myself for a long time. The move I play is queen e7, and you're threatening to take here with check, right? And whatever they try and do, you can then push d5 and attack this pawn again. That's my little tip anyway. Anyway, let's see what actually happened. He pushes on, right? Okay, we've got a bit of a problem here for the dark squared bishop. You can see the dark squared bishop maybe just sitting on e7 and playing a defensive role for a while. Might get the knight out first though, because knight hasn't got a good route in the game. Okay, knight comes out. Knight d7, okay. Knight comes out. Knight e7, okay, this is all relatively principled actually. Bishop comes in, yes, the knight is pinned. Can we do this move? He takes away from the centre, we take towards the centre, it's defended by the knight, the bishop has to move. So I think c6 or a6 are absolutely fine here. c6 is played, good, I like that. That shows that he's calculated, I think. Hopefully. But he's 381 rated, so we are getting a bit stronger now. Now here you have the option of pushing on with c5, which opens things up a little bit. I would certainly consider that. Another nice move, knight g6, with the idea of putting my bishop on e7 and castles. This is completely unnecessary, right? What is the point of pawn a6, right? Well, it's guarding b5. Well, b5's guarded. Even if he takes here and we take back, it's still guarded, right? It's guarded by a pawn. He's not going to put either of his minor pieces on that square. That was a bit of a waste of a turn. Castles. Or you could have played that on the previous move as well, you know, for the same reason, right? You didn't need this pawn to defend that because it's already defended. What we have done though is taken away one of the defenders of this, and that is defended only by the knight. Okay. And now I would play here c5 automatically. You're just shutting down. This is a structure, the inverted bathtub structure. This I don't approve of at all. Just on instinct. Right, what are we doing? Well, we're not attacking the knight because it's defended by a pawn. There's nothing. Yeah, we might be coming around here to look at that, but it's not like that's difficult to defend. You just move his rook or something. No, you don't want to be moving your queen this early in the game. You really do want to focus on get the minor pieces involved. And you know, although these knights are developed, they're not on the back rank, but they're not far away, right? Get them up the board. Think about how can I achieve what I want to do by moving my minor pieces, and then think about the big guns. Okay, he's now improved. White is better here, right? Why? Because he's got all his minor pieces out on the board. He's got his king castled, and my money's on white. No, I don't like this. Okay, yeah. I mean, one thing is, yes, he's taking that square away from the knight, but anyway, you know. So you do something else, right? You like knight here, and he plays knight there. I suppose we can't take it with a knight anymore. We do something else, like that. Knight comes in, you take it, he takes away from the centre, and now you've got a mobile pawn on the e-file. You see, he's moved 7 of his pawns already. Right, he's moved 7 of his pawns. That means he's taken 7 turns out of 10 pushing pawns. And what he hasn't done with those turns is develop this guy, or castled. Right? Whereas white is sitting pretty. White is now able to start thinking about an attack. Black isn't thinking about an attack yet. F4. Bold move. Oh, not another. No. Okay, apart from anything else, you've just created a massive asshole here. I don't mean asshole, I mean a big hole. That knight can just plonk itself in, and there's no pawn, because this guy is too far forward, and this guy is too far forward, and nobody can ever harass that knight. The only way you're going to take that knight is with a piece. And he could do, you know, yeah, black could take, and pawn takes. But then what we're doing is we're liquidating this part of the board, and who benefits? Cui bono, right? White benefits because he's got a rook on the f file, and our king isn't castle. Yep. Okay. +5 for white. Why? Because Matt hasn't developed his pieces and castled the goddamn king. Yeah, he feels like he's got, you know, a bit of a wall here. But just watch, because I reckon it's going to... Oh, saints preserve us. Okay, king e7, yeah? Well, yeah, that allows the queen in. You don't want to allow the queen in. Yes, we can block with the bishop. Queen goes here and attacks the rook. The rook has to move. And your rooks aren't connected, right? You know you've completed development when the rooks are connected. Okay? That means that all the minor pieces are out of the way, off the back rank where they're meant to be. The queen is off the back rank where she's meant to be. And you've castled, so the rooks can see each other. This is not going to end well. So, when you're in a situation like this, okay, this is more strategic and positional, I understand, but it's still absolutely true. You don't want to be opening up the board, right? You've got terrible bishop here, terrible bishop there, right? Your opponent's bishops are just looming, lurking. Yeah, they're not particularly powerful yet, but you go opening up the board and swapping off a load of pawns, and suddenly you're going to get a bishop right up your... Oh, ouch. And there's no en passant. You've got to move your queen and lose a piece. Oh. Oh, it was going so well. Take the damn knight. Oh, no, sorry, my fault. The bishop was under attack. Quite right. Okay, so he's alright, so he's counterattacked the thing, yeah, I'm sorry, it's me being dopey, forgive me. Right, he wants to keep his bishop, and he gets to trade off his knight. Alright. And now actually, bizarrely, black isn't much worse. It's less than 1. Less than +1. But only, apparently, if he plays this, because apparently you don't want this. King takes. Then what's it going to be? Queen here, skewing the king. And these diagonal skewers are very bad because when this piece moves, it can't defend the piece behind it. Okay, of course he pushes a pawn instead of developing a piece again. Right, queen could take that and rook could take that. Queen takes, and now it's curtains. Pawn takes c6, I reckon. No, just pawn takes c6. This pawn is actually acting as a shield for that king right now. No, no, you want to burst it open. Punish that king. Okay, he's kind of improving a piece. Whee! Well, well, well. Move 20 of the game, and Matt decides to develop a bishop. Thank you, Matt. I appreciate that, mate. Attacks queen. I think queen here with check might be a good idea. Excellent. Good. That's fine. It's attacked twice. It's but it's first capture it as a pawn, so this is okay. And now black, well, bugger me, black is slightly better. Who would have thunk it? Now he's not slightly better at all. What did the computer want here? Just rook f8? That's a funny move. King d8 it prefers. Not easy to find a move to play here. Right, what are we going to do? Trade a load of stuff. Yeah, rook takes rook. Rook takes rook. Queen takes pawn. No, 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 no. Well, no. Okay, this pawn is now solo, right? It has no wingman. It's isolated. I'd have just taken with the queen. Yeah, machine says queen. Yeah, pawn takes is just bad. It's now mate in 7 apparently. Oh, that's why. Yes, you're quite right. Oh, I don't know. It's something about watching these games just makes my brain melt. Mate in 4. Mate in 4 from here. Apparently starting with queen f7, then it'll be this with check, right? Because this bishop would be pinned. Oh my gosh. And he's just mopping up now. Yeah. So, you know, we all saw what went wrong there. And again, it's the basic opening principles. Yeah. And it started right at the start with a move like this. Yeah. So here the machine says e takes d4 and it's actually equal by that point. d6 second best, knight c6 third best. And you think, well, knight c6, what if he does this? Well, what if he does? You know, you can move it round, you can pivot it round to this side, stick both your knights here, get your bishop out, castle, and you're snug as a bug in the rug with 2 knights protecting your position. Okay, quick look at the game review. Place your bets. I'm going to place my bets for Matt. No, yeah, around 400 probably. Opponent, I'd put at least 200 points better. Wow, it says Matt was more accurate on that game, 43 against 42, and I dread to look. No, I'm sorry, I disagree. Sorry, fish, bad fish, bad fish. Back in the sea with you. No, that's just rude. Matthew, I'm sorry. 100 each. Go stick your head in a pig. Game number 3. Fozzie Plays Chess is rated 311. Waza 12333 is rated. Is that Singapore? Where is that? Chile, sorry. Haha. Okay, we've got the white pieces in this one. E4, perfect. E6, the French. I wouldn't recommend anyone below 1000 playing the French. Knight F3, mirrors. Okay, this pawn is now attacked and not defended, so Knight C3. Okay, he's gambiting a pawn. And he didn't see that it was hanging. Of course he didn't. Because he's thinking, oh, I better develop my pieces, right? Rule number 1 is look at the damn board. Just look. It's only 64 bits to look at. No. We don't go pushing pawns in the middle. Right? Get your junk out. Maybe C3. Get your junk. Stop. Push. Don't be. No. Stop it. What are you going to push? E5 now? Okay. Now he pins the knight. Now he does have a threat of E5, putting pressure on the pin piece. PP on the PP. Right? It's still pinned. Okay. And now E5. No. No. This is pinned. Right. So this is not. This is like next level. Right. Spotting pins. Spotting potential forks, right? Skewers, that kind of thing. It's in a pin. If that knight moves, the queen is lost. Can we attack the knight again? Yes, we can. Can we attack it with a pawn? Yes, we can. That is the move. D6 is +4 for white. Knight in there. Okay. First of all, this piece is already developed. This piece isn't. This piece isn't. This piece isn't. What is this achieving? It's premature. It's not a bad move. It's just too early. It's a nice square for the knight, but again, the knight can just be kicked out. D6, and it's like, go on, retreat. D6, knight goes back, and he pushes this, and he's fine. We could snatch that off with a bishop. The computer doesn't think so. I like the move D6. What does the computer like? Computer likes E takes D5 or C takes D5, because he does have a queen on here, to be fair. And this pawn is undefended as well, and so is this knight. So even though this looks like weird, it's like, just look at that now. The knight's undefended and the pawn is undefended, and the knight can't move and defend the pawn. So it would have to be something like bishop defends the knight, or even F4 to defend the knight. Yeah. Okay. White's very good now, and now black's very good. What should he have done? Queen F3. Pawn to D6. That's interesting. That forces the queen back. Huh. So what's wrong with this move? Well, he can now do this, and it's a double attack because we're attacking the bishop and attacking the knight at once, and that bishop can't defend the knight. But the bishop's attacked by a pawn, so the bishop has to move. Yeah, so that would be a good double attack too. And now white's winning again. This is stunning because he's undefended the knight, right? So now we take this, attack the rook, rook has to move. Yeah, go on, take it. Brilliant, well done, son. Well done, my son. Alrighty. I think I'll just drop back. Maybe E2. You can even stick on D3. Oh, computer says, yeah, snatch the rook. Quite right. Well done. Fozzie, you're sharper than me today. Okay, takes that. You don't have to retreat the bishop as a matter of urgency. The bishop is defending the knight. I'd castle. Good. And white is winning hands down here. Okay. Yeah, and look now, we're castle, they're not. +5. We are up in material, and now we just trade queens, yeah? Perfect. Yeah, the knight is defended by the bishop. We're attacking their bishop. What's not to like? This pawn hangs. You see, it doesn't take long to look at the board. And what I would recommend, you've got 7 minutes on the clock at this point, by the way. Black's got 8 minutes 34, so he's obviously got somewhere to be. Black should have been playing a 5-minute blitz game at most here if you're going to play that quickly. Just look at what's defending what. Right? The point of the goldfish method is not that you play the goldfish method all the time. The point of the goldfish method is that you get used to spotting what's defending what and what isn't. Right? So these are like the defensive structures on Black's part, and these are all undefended. Well, are we attacking any of them? Yes, we are. Oh, that one and that one. So that's 2 of them, right? 2 pawns to take. Which one are you going to take? None of them. You're going to attack the bishop instead. Bishop moves. And that just hangs the knight because it's on a square that's controlled by this knight. Still with 7 minutes on his clock. Take it. Good. Now Black's better. This is painful. Okay. We take a free pawn. That is now a pin, because there's a piece of higher value behind. So I think b3 is forced, right? No, he throws in a check hanging the bishop at the same time. Now he's got 2 hanging. This is ridiculous. White's played really well so far. And we get a pawn. Hanging knight. Black is now completely winning. He spots the knight. Attacks the rook. Retreat. Okay. Check. Defends. Okay. But we're, quite a way down in material here. No, we're not. We're only a pawn down, actually. That knight's in very great danger of getting trapped. Okay. And pawn takes knight. Oh, man. Look, I know, but just look at the board. The knight has just hung itself. Just look at the board. Never play the first thing that comes into your head automatically. Always say, is there another move? Oh, yeah. H takes g4 minus 6.2, right? This is minus 3.4. Because now he can save the knight. He can take a pawn here if he wants, with check. Oh my good lord. This is a game of 2. Fozzie has just sniffed something at half time. I don't know what is going on. Thank you. Right, you can resign now. Take a pawn. Your rook's hanging. I had such high hopes for this episode. Your knight's still hanging as well, by the way. Oh, make it stop. Make it go away. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's forced mate in 7. Because white's got nothing at all. You've got 2 attackers. Count the attackers and the defenders. You just take. Take with the rook, whatever. Take with the... Okay. Okay. Well, I don't know what went on there. This game review is going to hurt. Fozzie. Now that I would go now towards the 100 mark. I think 175, something like that. Wazza played crap in the first half and then came good in the second half, so I don't know what happened. Really don't know what happened. Look at this. This is insane. Bum. White is winning. Suck. 250 and 700. Well, there you go. Yeah, my guess that Elo Dar is a little bit needs recalibrating right now. So what are we seeing? It's just incremental improvements, really, isn't it? Sometimes people are seeing hanging pieces, sometimes they're not. Sometimes they're hanging their own pieces, sometimes they're not. The player who follows the basic opening principles and develops his stuff out into the board and castles is generally going to be better, right? Instead of just chasing one move tactics early on. That's all I can say. But onwards and upwards. So there's everything to look forward to. We've had some thrills and spills in this one. I need a good lie down after this. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.